popular productivity hacks will all tell you the same thing. 80-20 it. Focus on what matters. Plan your day the night before. And that is all great advice. But in real life, it isn't always as simple as it sounds, which means it can be hard to implement. Sometimes you just don't know what's going to have the most impact until you try it. Sometimes things come up that you can't ignore. And sometimes there are just too many high priority things coming in from all different areas of your life, which means that something has to give. So in a world where there are a lot of competing demands on your time, you can try adopting the Eisenhower approach. You start this by asking yourself 2 questions. Is the task urgent? And is it important? Urgent tasks are the ones that need to be done quickly, usually because there's a firm deadline or someone needs something. An example could be a presentation. The difference between being ready at the start and even 10 minutes late is a big deal, so that preparation can be urgent. Important tasks are the ones that contribute to your long-term goals or your life values. Getting to watch your kids' big game or school play is important. In strictly business terms, things like planning and thoughtful reflection are important, but rarely urgent. So you want to ask both questions because humans have some funny tendencies to keep in mind. For example, we're more likely to prioritize tasks that have a deadline, that feel urgent, even when we know we might get a greater reward from a less urgent task. Especially when we're busy, it often feels more productive to squeeze in a couple of easy 5-minute tasks that feel urgent, rather than a more important and more mentally challenging one. So if you can imagine urgency and importance measured along an X and Y axis, you can actually plot your to-do list into these 4 quadrants. If a task is both urgent and important, of course, it makes sense to do it right away. This could be work that's due for your best client, for example. If it's important but not urgent, like playing with your kids or taking that client out to lunch, set aside time for it in advance. Do everything you can to honor that commitment and protect that time. Tasks that are urgent but not important are typically busy work, unnecessary interruptions, some of those meetings you attend, responding to other people's priorities. So think about what you can reasonably delegate and how you can limit time spent here. Be especially conscious of not allowing these tasks to creep into the important but not urgent planned times on your calendar. Practice saying no to stuff. Finally, what's on your plate that isn't important and isn't urgent? Maybe it doesn't make sense to cut these things out entirely. Everyone needs some downtime, like a few minutes here and there to watch a cute pet video online or scroll social media or whatever. But if you're spending a lot of time here, it might be healthy to cut down on those habitual distractions, even block certain websites while you're working. After all, time is a finite resource, so planning in advance how much time you'll spend in each quadrant will give you a huge result.